Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there? Or maybe you've misplaced your keys one too many times lately. It happens to all of us occasionally, but when these moments start feeling more frequent, it's natural to wonder if something deeper is going on. If you're over 60, you might even catch yourself thinking, is this just part of getting older, or could it be something else? Well, let me tell you right now, you're not alone in asking those questions. And here's the good news. Being aware and taking action early can make a world of difference. Today, we're going to talk about 3 early signs of dementia that are important to recognize, along with 5 practical steps you can take to help protect your brain health. These aren't complicated medical procedures or expensive treatments. They're simple, everyday changes that anyone can start implementing today. By the end of this video, my hope is that you'll feel empowered with knowledge and motivated to take control of your cognitive well-being. After all, staying sharp isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. Let's start by talking about one of the most common early warning signs: memory loss that disrupts daily life. Now, before you start worrying every time you forget someone's name or misplace your glasses, let me clarify, occasional forgetfulness is completely normal as we age. But when memory lapses begin interfering with your day-to-day activities, it's worth paying attention to. For example, forgetting how to do something familiar, like balancing a checkbook or following a recipe you've made dozens of times, could be an early red flag. Another sign is repeatedly asking the same question or relying heavily on notes and reminders for things you use to remember easily. These kinds of patterns can indicate more than just typical aging. The second early sign to watch for is trouble with planning or solving problems. Maybe you've noticed that tasks that used to come naturally now feel overwhelming. Say, for instance, organizing your weekly grocery list feels harder than it should, or you find yourself struggling to keep track of monthly bills. This difficulty in thinking through steps or managing details can be an early indicator of cognitive decline. It's not about making occasional math mistakes. It's when these challenges become persistent and interfere with your ability to stay on top of things. Now, the third sign ties into judgment and decision-making. Have you ever heard a friend or family member mention that their loved one suddenly started making uncharacteristic choices? Perhaps they gave away large sums of money without realizing the consequences, or fell for a scam that seemed obvious to everyone else. Poor judgment in situations like these can signal changes in the brain that affect reasoning skills. Of course, we all make questionable decisions from time to time, but if you notice a pattern of behavior that feels out of character, it's worth exploring further. Recognizing these signs early gives you the power to act, and that's where next steps come in. There are small yet impactful habits you can adopt right now to support your brain health. In fact, research shows that lifestyle changes can play a significant role in slowing down cognitive decline. So what exactly can you do? Well, let's start with the first fix, which involves staying physically active. Regular exercise doesn't just benefit your heart and muscles. It also boosts blood flow to the brain, helping it function at its best. Whether it's a brisk walk around the block, gardening, or even dancing to your favorite tunes, finding ways to move your body every day can have profound effects on your mind. Another powerful step is nourishing your brain with the right foods. Think of your brain as a high-performance engine. It needs quality fuel to run smoothly. Foods rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and vitamins like leafy greens, berries, nuts, and fish can help protect your brain cells from damage. On the flip side, processed foods, sugary snacks, and excessive alcohol can do more harm than good. The key is balance and consistency. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. Instead, focus on adding 1 or 2 brain-boosting foods to your meals each week. Now that we've covered the first couple of fixes, let's move on to another crucial aspect: keeping your mind engaged. Just like physical exercise strengthens your muscles, mental stimulation keeps your brain sharp. Activities like puzzles, reading, learning a new hobby, or even having deep conversations with friends can create new neural connections and reinforce existing ones. The goal is to challenge your brain regularly, so it stays agile and adaptable. Let's talk about another critical fix that can make a real difference in protecting your brain health: staying socially connected. You might be wondering, what does socializing have to do with dementia? Well, it turns out that maintaining strong relationships and staying engaged with others isn't just good for your emotional well-being, it's also vital for your cognitive health. When you interact with friends, family, or even neighbors, your brain is constantly working. You're recalling names, processing conversations, interpreting emotions, and responding appropriately. All these activities stimulate different areas of the brain, keeping it active and resilient. Think about it. How often do you look forward to coffee with a friend, a chat with a grandchild, or even a friendly conversation at the grocery store? These moments may seem small, but they add up. Studies suggest that people who stay socially active as they age tend to experience slower rates of cognitive decline compared to those who become isolated. Loneliness, on the other hand, has been linked to an increased risk of dementia and other health issues. So, if you've been feeling like your social circle has shrunk over the years, now's the perfect time to take steps to reconnect. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. A phone call, a book club meeting, or volunteering in your community can all help you build meaningful connections. Speaking of meaningful connections, let's not forget the importance of sleep in maintaining our brain health. If you've ever had a restless night, you know how foggy and unfocused you can feel the next day. Now imagine what chronic sleep problems could do to your brain over time. Sleep isn't just a time for your body to rest. It's when your brain clears out toxins, consolidates memories, and repairs itself. Without enough quality sleep, your brain simply can't function at its best. Unfortunately, many people over 60 struggles with sleep issues, whether it's trouble falling asleep, waking up frequently during the night, or feeling tired despite getting several hours of rest. If this sounds familiar, don't dismiss it as just part of aging. There are practical steps you can take to improve your sleep hygiene. Start by establishing a consistent bedtime routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your internal clock. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially in the evening, since both can disrupt your sleep cycle. And try to create a relaxing environment in your bedroom. Keep it cool, dark, and free of distractions like TVs or smartphones. If sleep problems persist, consider talking to your doctor, as untreated conditions like sleep apnea can significantly impact your brain health. Now that we've covered staying physically active, nourishing your brain with the right foods, keeping your mind engaged, staying socially connected, and prioritizing sleep, you might be wondering how to bring all these pieces together into your daily life. The truth is, you don't need to overhaul your entire routine overnight. Small, consistent changes are far more effective and sustainable than trying to do everything perfectly right away. For example, start by picking one area to focus on, like adding a short walk to your morning routine or swapping out processed snacks for healthier options. Once that becomes a habit, move on to the next step. Over time, these little adjustments will add up to big benefits for your brain and overall well-being. It's also important to remember that you don't have to navigate this journey alone. Whether it's enlisting the support of a loved one to join you for walks or trying new recipes together, having someone by your side can make the process more enjoyable and motivating. And if you ever notice any concerning changes in your memory or thinking abilities, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor. Early detection and intervention can make a world of difference, giving you access to resources and strategies tailored to your unique needs. Taking care of your brain isn't just about preventing dementia. It's about embracing a lifestyle that allows you to live fully, joyfully, and with purpose. Every choice you make, no matter how small, contributes to your cognitive health and overall quality of life. So what's one thing you can start doing today to support your brain? Maybe it's reaching out to an old friend, trying a new puzzle, or simply committing to a better bedtime routine. Whatever it is, take that first step. You've got this. Now, let's talk about the fifth and final fix, one that might surprise you, but is incredibly powerful: managing stress. You've probably heard the phrase, stress ages you, and when it comes to your brain, that couldn't be truer. Chronic stress can wreak havoc on your cognitive health over time. It increases levels of cortisol, a hormone that, in excess, can damage the brain's memory center, the hippocampus, and impair your ability to think clearly. But here's the good news. There are simple, effective ways to manage stress that don't require hours of meditation or expensive therapy sessions. One of the easiest ways to start is by incorporating mindfulness practices into your day. Mindfulness doesn't mean sitting cross-legged and chanting. It's simply about being present in the moment. For example, when you're eating, focus on the flavors, textures, and smells of your food instead of rushing through the meal while watching TV. When you're taking a walk, pay attention to the sounds of birds chirping or the feeling of the breeze on your skin. These small moments of awareness can help calm your mind and reduce stress without requiring any extra time out of your day. Another fantastic way to combat stress is through deep breathing exercises. When you're feeling overwhelmed, take just a few minutes to sit quietly and breathe deeply. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for another 4 counts, and then exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 6. This technique helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which tells your body to relax. You can do this anywhere, at home, at the store, or even while waiting in line. Over time, regular deep breathing can lower your overall stress levels and give your brain a much-needed break from constant tension. Let's not forget the power of laughter, either. They say laughter is the best medicine, and there's science to back that up. Laughing releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that boost your mood and counteract stress hormones. So go ahead and watch that funny movie, share jokes with a friend, or reminisce about happy memories. Not only will it lift your spirits, but it'll also benefit your brain. Now, as we tie everything together, I want you to think about how these 5 fixes: physical activity, brain-boosting nutrition, mental stimulation, social connection, and stress management are all interconnected. Each one supports the others, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens your brain and overall well-being. For instance, staying active can improve your mood and energy levels, making it easier to connect with others or tackle challenging puzzles. Eating nutrient-rich foods fuels your body for exercise and sharpens your focus during mentally stimulating activities. And reducing stress allows you to enjoy life more fully, whether you're spending time with loved ones or learning something new. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. Did you take an extra walk this week? Great job! Tried a new recipe packed with brain-friendly ingredients? That's amazing! Every effort counts, and over time, these little victories add up to big results. At this point, you might be wondering, how do I know if what I'm doing is working? The truth is, change takes time, especially when it comes to brain health. But here's the beautiful part. You'll likely notice improvements in other areas of your life too. Maybe you'll feel more energized, sleep better, or find yourself enjoying conversations more deeply. These are all signs that you're on the right track. And if you ever have concerns about your memory or cognitive abilities, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor. Early intervention can provide peace of mind and ensure you're getting the support you need. Before we wrap things up, I want to remind you that taking care of your brain is about so much more than preventing dementia. It's about living a vibrant, fulfilling life where you can continue to learn, grow, and connect with the people and world around you. You deserve to thrive, no matter what your age. And the best part? You already have everything you need to get started. Whether it's lacing up your walking shoes, calling an old friend, or simply pausing to take a deep breath, each choice moves you closer to a healthier, happier you. I'd love to hear how you're planning to implement these tips in your own life. Are you going to try a new hobby, tweak your diet, or maybe reconnect with someone special? Share your thoughts in the comments. I truly believe we can inspire and support each other on this journey. And if you found value in today's video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're here to empower you with practical advice and encouragement every step of the way. Thank you for being here with me today. Your commitment to your health and well-being is inspiring, and I'm honored to be part of your journey. Here's to living your best life, full of energy, joy, and purpose. Until next time, take care.